Welcome to Villa Park. This was the only live match on television today. We were pleased to bring it to you here on Sky Sports. Ron Atkinson's Aston Villa primed and ready to go against the cup holders Tottenham Hotspur. Let's have a look at the highlights. Commentators David Pleat and Martin Tyler.
Well, the good news for Villa is a quick recovery for Steve Staunton. He missed the New Year's Day defeat at Norwich. It is an indication of the enormous change in personnel here that only 2 of these players took part in the club's third-round FA Cup tie last season. Paul McGrath, who's just extended his contract here, and 20-year-old Dwight York, who's developed so quickly this season that he's been given a major role in Ron Atkinson's strategy this afternoon. David Pleat, this is the formation for Aston Villa.
Yes, we see there that York is likely to play slightly on the left-hand side, wide-ish, to try and get at Terry Fenwick and see if there is any lack of pace in that area. Daly, of course, very quick up the front. And Cyril Regis, who's always posed some kind of a problem in the air to Gary Mabbott.
Well, Tottenham have been terrific in away games this season. 9 victories on their travels in league and cups, and they stick, not surprisingly, with the side which won at Coventry last Wednesday. Naeem and Gudni Bergson have recovered from injuries to be involved on the bench, but Gordon Dury is being given further rest with Wednesday's Rumbelows Cup quarter-final in mind.
I think in the Tottenham side we'll see probably Gary Howells playing rather deep as a little bit of a shield, probably tucked in a little bit on the left, and obviously Villa will have to watch the pace of Walsh with the ball and Lineker taking those chances and seeking out those spaces that his colleagues will make for him.
We've a replacement referee. Jimmy Borrett from Norfolk was summoned on Friday morning. Joe Worrell, the original choice for the cup tie, he's injured. Aston Villa kick-off. 17 of the 22 players in this match know what it's like to get to Wembley in the FA Cup. Cyril Regis was a winner, of course, against Tottenham. I hardly have to remind David Pleat of that when he was manager of Spurs in 1987. Tottenham very happy with the way they've been playing recently, not so happy with the conditions that they found here. And Aston Villa have had the handicap this season of playing on a pitch that, well, really is way below standards for a club of this stature. Here's Pat van den Hauwe. David Howells with Mark Blake tucking back in to make the interception for Villa. Paul McGrath and Kevin Richardson, who's been such a winner with his previous clubs and now captains Aston Villa. Here's Parker. Blake can line one up here. He feels he doesn't score enough goals from Aston Villa's midfield. And he was invited to have the shot then.
It was a good build-up that led to that shot. Daly using his pace on the right before Parker got involved with a little intricate ball, but there was no real conviction at all in that shot.
Kubicki with a throw. And it goes short to Richardson. Tottenham let him turn. And very nearly paid a price for that in the shape of Dwight York.
York's got good spring there, and that little ploy to get on the inside of Fenwick's left shoulder from that ball held up could have been dangerous. The second Villa goal attempt.
Staunton runs all the way through for Regis. Sedgley at his back, former colleagues at Coventry. It's York. It hit Mabbott. It's Richardson. Eric Torsfett well behind it. Tottenham's outfield players holding the line on the edge of the penalty area.
Notice how the Tottenham players squeezed to the edge there, and Thorsfeld very good there, right behind the line of the ball, good shape.
Kevin Richardson, who started with Everton, Had a brief spell with Watford, served Arsenal so well, helped both Everton and Arsenal to win the championship. He's influential in this third-round FA Cup tie in its formative phase. And he gets back there to tackle Paul Walsh. Samways, now Stewart. Allen coming infield. Perhaps Tottenham recognising the problem at the moment. But Richardson with his allies, Blake and Parker, are winning that battle. This is Daly, herring forward. In comes York. It's a goal kick. Villa wanted a corner.
That was splendid play by Villa. The quick break. Daly bending his run out wide to collect that ball and show Sedgley a clean pair of heels. Just possible that maybe if the shot had been gone for there on the edge of the 6-yard box, there would have been confusion and possibly a chance at the back post.
Samways to take the corner. Howells helps it on. Seeley's got to be sure here, and he hasn't been, but he's been fouled. And there are plenty of observers of the game who feel that goalkeepers get a bit too much protection in those circumstances.
Yeah, we can have a look at this one again. There is a possibility that might be, when that ball came up, the Les might have given that a good old-fashioned punch away. It was a difficult ball for him to collect, and he's done well, really, to get the benefit of the referee's decision, I feel.
Brandon Howe. Lineker. Just for a moment, his personal Villa Park hoodoo looked as though it might be ending. From Brandon Howe's ball in. Villa's marking not quite as tight as they would have liked there. Richardson fed by York. Here comes Kubicki, beautiful pass. Chance for Villa here. Eric Torsfett, who was commanding during Tottenham's cup run last season, didn't fail them then.
That was a magnificent position, the best position so far of the game. Richardson made a magnificent ball there inside of Van Howe. Really was excellent ball, and Kubicki got into a position that players dream about, almost on the byline, but unfortunately for Villa, he just didn't quite get his ball up high enough.
Stewart looking around for help, either from his teammates or from the referee, and he got nothing. Blake. Parker. We just got to that. York! Well, that is a reflection of the confidence born of an extraordinary goal-scoring run on this ground. He's scored in each of Aston Villa's last 8 home games in the First Division. No wonder he shoots on sight. It's a good try. Well, let's say they had to go all the way, though.
They really had to scramble across rather quickly there, did Les Seeley. After some magnificent bit of skill by Parker, was intercepted in midfield. Parker thought harshly. He looked to Mr. Borrett, the referee, for a free kick. It wasn't given, and Allen strode through the middle.
Staunton's free kick. And as Regis came in then and the ball went forwards, I must say, the instant reaction was that Villa had taken the lead, but it's not the case, and you can see why here and how. Oh, mighty close.
Very difficult ball to defend, deep, swinging away. And possibly Villa will say that was the best chance. And had it been on target, I'm sure it would have crept in.
Regis. And again, lovely link up with York. Now, real possibilities for Villa. Oh, and York couldn't find Daly. They were in behind Spurs then. They have a corner. How Aston Villa would love to nudge their way into the lead before half-time. McGrath, Teal is in there. Corner. The FA Cup holders just feeling the pressure at the moment. Well, it's half-time at Villa Park. Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur, the FA Cup third round. And Cyril Regis came close with a diving header at the far post. Aston Villa have directed the traffic rather more than Tottenham from the middle of the field, but Spurs have been through all this before and have come out successfully. And they've still got their grip on the FA Cup. At half-time at Villa Park, it's Aston Villa 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Who've, of course, improved their financial position over the past few days, which has brought added stability to White Hart Lane, although Peter Shreve's still not able to have extra money to strengthen his squad. But the 11 fielded today have done Tottenham well enough. Regis. Daly setting off. He's tucked in behind Mabbott. Sedgley's come across. And Villa prodding players into the centre. If Daly can deliver the cross, and Sedgley made sure that he couldn't. Dogged defending by Steve Sedgley. Richardson in charge of the corner. Staunton joining McGrath at the near post this time. And Torsfett didn't get to it. McGrath tries to loop it back. Torsfett's back in position. Good corner into a packed area by the near post.
Richardson's so accurate. Thorsfeld did well because he had to come amongst bodies, and then when McGrath had the sense to try and get it back in there quickly, Thorsfeld really looked a mountain, didn't he, as he climbed above Dwight York.
Fennick got it back. It was a great challenge between Regis and Mabbott. Typical of the game, so much honesty in it. And here's Daly. Well, it was arrowing similarly to Paul Allen's shot in the first half. And Torsfett, like Seeley, able to get down.
On his left foot, possibly favours his right. Really probably will feel that he might have made Thorsfett work a bit harder for it, but at least there's a slightly greater momentum about the game now, and I feel as the game progresses and people tire a little bit, you'll see spaces open up, and maybe something will happen which will give us that magic first goal, which will really open the whole game up.
Yes, that's a very relevant point about tiring, because this third round of the FA Cup's come very quickly after the holiday programme. And the players have been through so much over the past couple of weeks. Aston Villa being roared on here. And Cyril Regis in the centre for a moment, almost conducting the crowd and lifting the players around him. Stewart rises to the corner. Parker squeezing it to Staunton. Tottenham again, as they like to do, hold the line on the edge of the area, but Regis has got the better of them. Stewart and Torsfett colliding with each other at the near post. Stewart took the responsibility. And the outcome is another corner to Villa. It was a very perceptive piece of play by Regis to get into position for the cross. Teal makes his move. And Torsfeld his, which is the decisive one.
That was good play by Regis there to get to the byline. Tottenham were caught out, holding the line.
Allen. Now Fennick. Spurs have been in this situation so often this season. Come up with a win away from home. When the opposition have had more of the ball and not put it to good advantage, which is really the criticism that you have to level at Villa. Their final ball hasn't been penetrating enough. Regis. Here's York. He's made space for the shot. And in a flash of bewitching skill, Bright York can change any scenario.
Yes, he's very good at ducking his left shoulder and taking it in on the right foot, outside of his right foot, taking it on the inside of the player. Here we have it, a very good example. There we go.
Kukovitsky. Hjog. Walsh. Stewart with a run on here against Paul McGrath. Lineker racing into the centre. Can he reach it? Well, he will, but not directly at goal. Now the shot is on, and Walsh almost thrusting the long locks towards the path of the shot. And that's Tottenham to a T on the break.
It is, Martin. The odds swinging heavily, I feel, now in their favour. With 11 or 12 minutes to go, their back four kept its shape the whole game. They've still got the shape. But Tottenham now, as Villa, the onus is on Villa to win the home tie. The more they push forward, the more that Walsh and Lineker might just get that surge through and get that vital goal. Difficult for the Villa, but they've got to really go for this game.
They've got 10 minutes. Parker screaming for it, but it goes instead to Regis. Now Parker involved. He skipped away from Stewart. Gary Parker taking charge for Aston Villa. And another marvellous contribution in the air at the back from Mabbott. Allen. Lineker. Samways studiously forward. Kukovitsky, at least preventing Paul Allen from making the sort of progress that was becoming embarrassing with Staunton still on. But it is a foul.
Got his tackle all wrong there. Going across with his wrong leg, he's got to angle Paul Allen away, or if he's got cover, let force him on the inside, provided he's got cover. But certainly it's not easy for the right-footed left-back when someone is running at him with the ball and trying to get round on his outside. He's got to get his body position right. Not easy when you've been playing for right-back most of your career.
Samways with a quick free kick when the referee gave him the signal. Offside, David Howells, linesman's flagging. Villa have got the ball, game goes on. Parker. Yes, just to go back on Kukovitsky, he did play on New Year's Day at Norwich at left-back. But that was because Staunton was out injured, and they brought Chris Bryson to play at right-back.
He certainly appears far more comfortable on the right because he is a natural right-footed player and passing comes easier to him from that position.
Seeley started to come and then left it for McGrath. Oh, Walsh is in! And Les Seeley has kept Aston Villa in the FA Cup. McGrath apologises, quite rightly, it was his mistake. Daly is pushing. But two old Luton players there in confrontation.
Les would have been embarrassed there if Paul would have got that ball in, but he gambled Walshy, got on the other side of McGrath, and he just tried to flick it with the outside of his right foot there, and Seeley was clever enough to get his legs in the way. Good blocking. I think at this stage a winner would be harsh.
But this is the FA Cup, David. It was cruel for Crystal Palace at the game we brought you yesterday on Sky Sport. But they had to take it on the chin in stoppage time. At least Peter Shreves and Doug Livermore wonder about the consequences of that chance and the failure of Walsh to take it, or should we say the agility of Seeley to stop him. It's the Spurs fans who are cheering here behind the goal that Seeley is defending. Tottenham are attacking at this corner. 5 minutes left. A replay looming, but who knows? McGrath made it his. Walsh winning a duel with McGrath again. He loves to take them on. Allen in by the near post. Here's Stewart. There's the room for a shot. Now they tried to trundle into the penalty area. Then as Stewart appeals for a penalty as Walsh went down, and Walsh seemed to feel that he had a genuine case. It certainly bears another look. Well, Ekjok, Parker, Regis wanting it quickly through the middle, but there is no time. It's 0-0 in the FA Cup third round, as it was here in the league earlier this season. Les Seeley made a splendid save late on to stop Paul Walsh getting a goal which would have won it, I'm sure, for Tottenham. So it's back to White Hart Lane a week on Wednesday. Tottenham's determination to keep their grip on the trophy very evident. Aston Villa unable to take full advantage of a home draw. But as David Pleat was saying, both sides will be mindful of Spurs' poor showing on their own ground this season.
A lot of huff and puff, but no goals, and they replay a week on Wednesday. We're not finished with the third round yet. 7:30 Monday night, we're at Gresty Road. Crewe against Liverpool. The match kicks off at 8 o'clock. Scottish football with David Livingston comes next. From all of us here, bye-bye.